The names read like a who's who of French cooking. 70 of the most famous French chefs from around the world convene in Los Angeles for a once-in-a-lifetime gastronomical event. The list of internationally renowned chefs includes Roger Verger, Daniel Bonneau, Michael Hutchings, and René Verdun, former Presidents Kennedy and Johnson chef at the White House. Here is André Renard, James Sly, Jean Joho, and Jacques Torres. No list would be complete without this man, Michel Richard, whose inspiration was to come true in Los Angeles, the tribute to Julia Child, the #1 exponent of French cooking in America. Over the next 3 days, the people who demonstrate the art of French culinary style salute the woman who brought the spirit of French cuisine to millions.
And what's wonderful here is we have people from many countries, all of whom are really French cooks, though they're not French, as I'm not myself, but I think they appreciate the beauty and carefulness and the inspiration that goes into this really wonderful art form.
This sword is not for chopping string beans or dicing tomatoes. With one of these, you are among the select few allowed to ceremoniously open a bottle of French champagne. In this instance, Moet, a major sponsor. Sauces must be ladled over each course and spices added by hand. Then the covered dish is rushed to the table so it will arrive hot. The piece de resistance is this cake, 15 feet high and 300 pounds of Valrhona chocolate. Even the utensils and characters on the cake are edible. It's time to reveal the masterpiece to Julia, the other chefs, and invited guests. She marvels at its design. For organizer Michel Richard, a dream come true. For Julia Child, an unforgettable gathering of the food clans of France.
What happens when you mix brute strength, compassion, and noodles? Well, you get a cooking show unlike any other. We invite you to slide down the fire pole and into the kitchen for Firehouse Cooking with Kelly Shacklett. Part reality TV, part cooking show, Firehouse Cooking is truly unique. It's a virtual seat on the fire truck, the fire boat, and even the fire helicopter, all from the safety of the viewer's own home. Brawny, brave, and brutally talented, our real-life firefighters are also masters of culinary craftsmanship. From hot and bothered to hot and spicy, they'll take some time out from their busy schedules to show us their cooking secrets. Any family on the go will relate. We all would love to find a way to feed our family in half the time. And our skillful chefs, who have learned to do so out of necessity, will show us how. And let's face it, these meals are feeding a room full of hungry firefighters, so they have to be delicious too. It's the show the whole family will want to see.
These stacks of old wood have a history. Some may have belonged to Ethan Allen and his Green Mountain Boys from Vermont during the Revolutionary War. Others may have been the floorboards of a house where George Washington slept in Pennsylvania or New York. Instead of being burned when a centuries-old barn is ready to fall apart, this man, Jonas Hardy, takes the beams of 200-year-old spruce, maple, and birch and gives them new life as furniture.
Wood is one of the few things that collects time very, very well. If you sand it a little bit, there becomes a picture under there of the past. Sometimes, like I say, you don't want to take off the tool mark, you want to leave it.
Hardy, a former band manager, reinvented his life into that of a craftsman and ecologist.
I used to wonder why the designers and decorators, I used to hear how they would take and beat the wood to distress it, to make it look old. There's old wood everywhere.
His clients include the famous, such as movie directors George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, to designer Ralph Lauren and singer Neil Diamond.